Okay. So, me and my girlfriend, we was asking each other this question. What would you do if your significant other at the time, let's say y'all was just like out and about, and they dropped y'all off somewhere, right? Like, so you go to like the grocery store, you like get all your groceries and stuff. You come back and there's like a big dent in the front of your car. And you ask them about it, and they're like, "I hit someone," and they're still in the street.
All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel, Conversations with Janicia, and I'm your host, Janicia Bonnie. I would like to thank you guys for coming and watching. It means a lot to me that there's people that are actually willing to participate in this with me, but also that are just happy to see these people that I have on. Um, Tonight, I have Naim and Sam Jones, on for our conversation. The layout, as I said on the last episode, will be a little different. It's gonna be more game show style, just to keep the conversation going in a different way. Before I put them on, though, I would just like to thank you guys for being here again. You can always follow me on Facebook at GTA Body and also on Instagram at So You Want to Know. That's at SOUWANNAKNO underscore. You can also go to my website, my Instagram page or Facebook and follow my boutique that I have with my sister and I. It's Melanin Amore LLC, or you can go online and just shop with us directly, melaninamorellc.com. We have all types of fashion for people with feminine taste. So yeah, just go check us out. Um, okay, so Naeem is in the waiting room. I am about to let him in.
Hey, there I am.
Naeem!
Jay, what's up?
Man, what's up with you?
I'm just living. I had to go up and grab some beers or something.
You slid up to the town and didn't tell nobody.
What'd you say?
I said you slid into town and didn't tell nobody.
I slid where and didn't tell nobody?
Slid into Ohio.
Yeah, I didn't know what people was doing. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what was up.
We would have made time for you.
I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry.
Chauncey! I ain't gonna talk
look at Sam.
Hi, what's going on?
Jones!
He came with a professional voice. Hi, what's going on?
Hey, Jay, why he look like an evil villain right now? The way he just
excuse me,
dark
we can't all be
screen.
in Hawaii with the lights lighting. We all can't be in Hawaii.
He came in like Dr. Evil.
Hold on. He came in
Talk about
some blood. You don't want the police to know it's him. He had
yeah.
Wait,
Sam looked like it looked like his voice should be like voice modulation or some shit.
Okay. Before we get started, I want y'all to do some introduction. So just give me your name. You don't have to give me your age exactly if you don't want to. But age range. So say like I'm in my 20s or my 30s. Which y'all both gonna say I'm in my 20s. Your pronouns. You can plug your social media or business if y'all have one in here, and also tell how you know. It don't matter who's first.
The last thing was how we know you.
Yeah.
And what else you need? Our social?
I know.
Let me get that routing and information. Let me get your routing and account
info. Gotcha. You want me to go first? I'll go first. All right. What's going on, people? My name is Buster McNeil. You feel me? I am about 45 years old or 45 years young. My pronouns are he, him. You feel me? I don't have social media, so fuck you if you're trying to find me. You not going to. But yeah. What else? My social. All right. My social is 612-846215.
Let
The
me get my.
mess.
Say that again.
You need it
Yeah,
back. All
yeah.
right, I
Run
got
that,
you.
back, Chief.
Lower.
612-849510.
This nigga,
And my
man.
phone number is 678-999-8212.
I don't need your phone number. Just say so.
Oh, damn, my bad. Thought I was special. I guess not.
You don't need to be on it. All right, Naim, it's your turn.
All right. My name is Naim. I am
Hey,
24.
Naeem.
Hey. I'm 24. Pronouns he/him. And socials, follow me, everything King Humor 34. Twitter, Instagram. It's the same. We keep it consistent over here. And the way that I know Jay, just very, very passionate lover. It was just
All right, y'all. So here we have another example of some capping. I have never, and I don't even believe I should be saying this. Like y'all can entertain the thought if you want to. I honestly don't care, but just for the sake of their relationships and shit, Naeem and I, and also Sam Jones and I have never had any type of sexual relationship. I didn't even think I had to say that, but okay.
Oh,
wow.
snap. I
Nice.
forgot how I met Jay. Let me know when you finish.
Yeah.
So I was robbing this house, right?
I feel like it might be a bit similar, but it was just like from eye contact, and like from that point on, it was just constant. We didn't even talk. We didn't exchange words with each other for like 7 months. It was just pure passion, unable to separate. Actually.
Stop.
Right. All right, bet. How I met Jay. So I was robbing this crack house, right? And like I kicked down the door, and this crackhead told me she was the president of like the Black Student Union or some shit. You feel me? But and I was just like, all right, cool, whatever. This is a fucking crack spot. Ain't no colleges or unions around here. We'll go off. And yeah, look at what the.
Why is Sam Batman though? Man's kicking down doors to crack houses. Like what?
I just needed an eighth. You feel me?
Now, shit, they looking for that. That's why he in the first house. I'm tired of y'all. Okay, so my rules are say whatever you feel. We're gonna spin the wheel and get our topics together. I'm gonna have question, opinion, and they're gonna be the same questions. And then just have fun. We ain't policing or nothing. Y'all know I like to drink and do my stuff.
Sam kind of sketch. I think he the ops.
For real?
Hey, I need to tell you. I am one thing. I am not as federal. Don't ever do that to me.
Please Okay. Anything y'all want to say before we get this wheel spinning?
I'm ready for wheel to spin. I'm excited.
I said, what's his new name?
Oh. I don't even know.
Shit, you should have stayed with Chauncey, because I got Chauncey. I know Chauncey. I don't know no Booker or whoever else it is.
Oh, now y'all talking about me. All right.
Experiences. I'm cool with that.
I'm down with it.
So we just talking about experiences. It don't matter what experience it is. I left that one pretty open, so it can go anywhere. But yeah, tell me about. Let's start it off like this. Chauncey, Mr. Batman, tell me of an experience you've been through where you were just like, what the fuck? and not talk about this because we've been coming at you all night because you in the shadows, but this is all in good fun. Don't talk about it.
All right. An experience where I was like, what the fuck? Fuck. I was in Illinois, right? I used to work up in Illinois. I'm down here in the South, but I was there for work and like this. Where was I? I'm trying to set the what's it called, environment. I'm in Illinois. I'm at the barber shop, right? I'm getting my hair cut, and out of nowhere, there's these two dudes just arguing. They're not in the barber shop. They're like right outside. Everybody's like leaning over. I feel like everybody knows what's going on. And then out of nowhere, this dude comes out of nowhere. Doesn't hit the dude, but hands him like some freaking bag. And like everybody in the area just went crazy over that shit.
A bag.
Yeah, it was like a brown paper bag. And everybody just lost their minds over him, this random dude giving these two individuals a brown paper bag. I don't know if I can curse. I don't want to get you freaking DMCA from YouTube or whatever this is. You feel me?
Yeah, I cook all through it. I'm cutting back on my N-word.
Respect.
Man, that's so that's sketchy. What was it? What do we think it was?
Hey, man, I ain't got no biscuits, so I didn't risk it. You feel me? I didn't want to know. I just came to you feel me?
He said, "My name Bennett. I ain't in it."
And I'm not in it. Ain't that the truth? Come on.
Yeah. I mean, so like it's got to be. I mean, when I first thought of drugs. Like, what else gets the people going unless it's like drugs and money?
I was thinking it was either money or like some food or like I don't even know for real. It was just a what the fuck experience for me. I was just like, why is everybody going crazy over this brown paper bag? Like,
bag. See, that's the thing. If it's food, like you can't. It doesn't sound like it was enough.
If it was drugs, it doesn't sound like it was enough.
If someone
like why they got so excited? You should have asked somebody. Like, what the fuck is going on? Did you just fake excitement?
I'm kind of with Sam. It's a bomb, and now Sam's dead. Yeah,
right. Like you trying to get me shivved up in the area that I don't know anybody. Like, I'm here to get paid, drink milk, and mind my business. You feel me?
Okay, Sam. Naim, tell me one of your experiences.
I was thinking about this. I think it's also because it's a story I've been telling more recently. But one of my bigger what the fuck moments was probably one of the. It was probably the worst that's been on in my life. And it was a what the fuck moment just because it could not have been more awkward. I would say.
Wait, what happened?
So to set the scene, there's this. I was on the dating apps. I was on the Tinder, as people. I was on the Tinder, and messed with this girl. We messed for a little bit. This is while I'm on the island, and she's like, I live in like the remote side of the island. She lived in like the more populated side of the island, which is like 2 hours away. Right, it's like 2 hours away. So she was like, hey, like, why don't you like we met up for the first time. I went over there and then went back to her place. One thing led to another. I wasn't really feeling it after that, right? I was kind of on the fence. Like we had sex. It wasn't the best. So I was like, I don't know if I want to go back. But so she hits me up. She's like really into me, and she hits me up and she's like, like, oh, like when can I see you again? And I was like, I don't know. She worked like a really, really busy schedule, right? Like she had like a lot of days filled up at the time. So eventually at one point she was like, I want to come out to Hana and we can hang out. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it another chance. Sure. Like, why don't you come out here and camp? We'll do camping, right? We'll go camping. I live on a property that like has like a bunch of forests that's like untouched. We'll just camp on the property. So I tell her that like a week before she can actually come because she's so busy. Then it's like the day before, and I'm like, wait, do I really want to be fucking camping with this girl that like I don't really fuck with? So I'm like maybe that wasn't the smartest idea. And I also see that there's rain in the forecast now, so I'm like, oh, perfect. I'll just tell her it's like probably gonna rain. She won't come out here, and then we'll be good. So I tell her that. I'm like, hey, just so you know, heads up, like it's looking a little rainy. Like, I don't know if you want to like do something else. And she's like, no, if I come out to Hana, like I want to camp. And I was like, I didn't have the awareness to be like, that's not a good idea. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Guess we're locked in. Come on down. So she comes down the next day, and so it's to get to the camping spot, it's on the property that I lived at the time, but it's like 45-minute / an hour walk up the property to get to like the little like clearing area where we camp. So she gets here like kind of like close towards the afternoon, and we start walking up probably around like 4 or 5 o'clock, right? So we're walking up, we get to the clearing, and it's like getting kind of dark now. But obviously, like we walked 45 minutes uphill, so like we're all like sweaty now and shit. Like we've been walking for a minute. So get to the top, realize that we don't have a change of clothes. Like I forgot to bring a change of clothes. She forgot to bring a change of clothes. So I'm like, all right, this is already kind of, I don't know. So it was like, fuck it. And we roughed it and just like was naked, right? We was naked. It was like, I don't want to be in sweaty clothes. I'm just get naked. You're going to get naked. That's fine. But before that happened, we're trying to pitch this tent, and it's starting to get dark now. And I have been camping before, but this is only like the second or third tent that I pitched in my life, and she never has. So I like don't really know what I'm doing, and she doesn't know what she's doing. So it takes us a minute to figure it out. By the time we like start like getting it, it's dark now. So we're using like flashlights, trying to like work through the dark to set all this up. And this whole time that this is going on, now I start to realize, ooh, my stomach kind of feels a little funny. My stomach feels a little funny. But we're gonna address that later. So we finally get the tent, we get it set up. It's kind of cloudy in the sky. We put on like the rain flap for your tent, but because we don't really know what we're doing, we don't put it on the right way. So anyway, tent set up. We go in there. Again, now we're like naked, we're sweaty. We had just been like doing this walk. And you know, we like start to kind of like get into it. But I am like I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so not in my element. I'm like, I'm not really feeling this at all. But anyway, we go into it, we're fooling around for a little bit. And then halfway through back shots, my stomach is telling me, bro, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. So mid sex, I stop. I'm like, yo, like I gotta take a minute and like go take a shit because my stomach feels fucked up. So I get up, I go out to poop. Now it has like kind of drizzled a little bit. So it's wet, I'm naked, I'm uncomfortable, and now I had to take this like really bad shit. And it's like my stomach hurts. It was bad. We'll leave it at that. It was bad. So, and then like, you know, I'm like I'm in the jungle, so I'm looking for stuff to wipe with now, and everything that I'm wiping with is wet. Like I am so uncomfortable with all of this. So then, you know, I get back in the tent and she's like trying to like push up on me again, but you know, I just feel gross. I'm like, hey, like, no, cut this out. Like, let's just sit here. Let's just relax. So anyway, we're like laying down and cuddling, but because we didn't put the rain flap on the right way, it starts raining hard and all of the water kind of congregates to like this one section of the tent that I'm at. So just imagine trying to go to sleep, like uncomfortable, feeling gross, and with your like left ass cheek like in a puddle of water, because that's where I was. And it was that moment that like broke me, and I was like what the where am I, bro? Like what the fuck am I doing? I just had subpar shitty sex. I am fucking drenched in sweat. my butt's in water, and like now I'm just like checking my phone, like waiting for it to be morning time so I can like get out of there and just So needless to say, after that I was like, we can't just get away from me, pretty much. But yeah, that was like the worst date that I've probably ever been on. Big what the fuck moment. Pain, bro.
I was about to ask, was it like a Brokeback Mountain experience? But it was a broke experience, but without the act. It's just so nasty out there. Like, I'll just. You talk to her at all?
Yeah. So we actually did end up like we became friends. It was like after that happened, some time passed, and it was like we should just be friends. And then we were like pretty solid friends for a minute. We don't talk anymore, but we was like solid friends for a minute. But yeah, we like had fine hangouts. But yeah.
Oh man.
Yikes.
Oof.
Is that your only Tinder fail? Or that's just one of them?
Huh?
That was one of your Tinder fails?
Say that one more time.
I said, was that one of your Tinder fails?
That was one of my Tinder fails. Yes, absolutely. In no way, shape, or form I call that a dub. No.
Well, let me. What am I? What the fuck? I have a lot of what the fuck experiences. There was that time freshman year when Daisha and I got like kidnapped or held hostage with a couple of
Wait.
Yes, with a couple of basketball players. Yes, they would not let us out the car.
I think you told me that, but can you tell us again?
Okay.
Yeah, I need to hear this story.
Okay, so
yeah,
it was a Saturday. Daisha and I had went out Friday night, but honestly, like if y'all remember Fanny Pack Christian, I ended up drinking with him a little bit, so I was fucked up the next day. Like I wasn't going out. When we actually did go out that night, the track team had gone, and we went to like this house that was right in front of. It's on Union, but closer to Burger King. So Daisha had been talking to this dude, and he like they had talked the day before, but he wasn't fixing her back this Saturday. So she was like, "Let's go over there." Keep in mind that I just became another like a human being again because I was hungover as fuck. Like I couldn't eat. I was just throwing up all day. Like I was finally able to put down some crackers at like 6, and she's like, "Let's go and see where he's at." So I put on me a big old shirt and some leggings, like literally not looking like going out at all, looking like I was homeless. And we get to the party, it's pumping, bumping, everybody dressed as fuck. And then we're like, they just like, we're gonna take these folks home because they're too drunk and they just need a ride. So we all get in the car. Daisha's in the front seat. It's Daisha's car. I'm in the passenger, and it's 3 of them in the back. And one of them is in the middle. Like he is, I can't say the name because y'all will know. And they're Chauncey. These are your people. But he is drunk as fuck. And he just keeps saying like they should need to get with one of these Floridians. Which I didn't know that that's how Florida folks call themselves, like a Floridian. But that's neat.
Whoa. Pause. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but what class are they in?
They are. One of them graduated before us. One of them graduated with us. One of them dropped out of Mount.
I know all 3 of them, just off of what you just said.
You probably do. Listen, the one that was sitting in the middle is the biggest out of all of them. So I'm trying to figure out why the fuck y'all is the big guy in the middle. But he is just. They should need to get with people reading. And honestly, I have recorded it on my phone, but I had to answer the time. I can't remember what I did with the video, but he just kept going on and on. Like they should need to get with these Floridians. And then like we pull up to where they live at, and they're like, "We're not getting out. Y'all gonna have to smoke with us." So me and they are doing everything we can to try to get them out the car, just lying and all of that. But they like, we're not getting out. At this time, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So we like, okay, let's go get a shell. We're gonna smoke and then whatever. They should get out the car. The dude in the middle, he was like, I gotta get. I'm gonna try with everybody. They ain't giving me no meat. I'm gonna try with you. And I'm just like, bro, I just need to smoke this stuff. So we go back to the what was it, Beaker? We go back behind Beaker, and we're sitting in there smoking, and like one of them isn't saying anything. He just letting the other two talk. The one behind me, which I would love to say his name because I don't like him no more. He's just horrible. He's a hypocrite. He's the biggest hypocrite that was on Mount Campus from our time. Y'all probably know who he is, but I ain't gonna say the name.
Damn.
Begin with, yeah, I ain't gonna say the begin with.
Wait. What did it begin with?
I
don't know. Finish that.
It begins with J. It begins with H-A. Don't say no name out loud. But he's in the back seat, like chopping it up, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? He was talking about how like you just need to talk to somebody from Baltimore, and I'm like, Baltimore? What the fuck is going on? Like, why would I talk to somebody from Baltimore? So we smoke, we all get hyped up. Next thing you know, all we see, like all I see on my peripheral is flames, and like I didn't want to say nothing. But also, I was like, what the fuck? So I turn around, and all of a sudden, all three of them just died, like, stuck out laughing. And they was falling out the car laughing. But, man, this was like, this is our time. We try to pull off. The big guy jumped right back in place. The doors was open. We was pulling off with the doors open, like a quick getaway. And the big dude jumped right in, like, literally, the car is moving, and he jumped into the back seat. Oh, y'all. Like, what the fuck is y'all laughing at so hard that y'all got out the car? Like, keep on laughing. It's like 4 something in the morning. Like we have been for a couple hours. We made our getaway, and we were just like, what the fuck is going? Like, what the fuck is that? The next day, we are on our way to the store, and it turns out they have burnt the back of their car, like literally burnt her seat, and she was mad ass up.
Yeah, Sam, would you that strip club move our freshman year? That like first big one?
Say that again?
Was you part of that strip club move our freshman year, that first big one? With like all the football players?
Nah, but I remember what's his name falling in love with a stripper and eating her spaghetti.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is this the strip club where you ate the cherry after stripper's ass?
That's the strip club. Yep, that's the one.
I still have that video.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's not a video of him actually eating a cherry. It's just him admitting.
It's just me talking about it. About it.
Okay.
Yes, I did eat a cherry out of a stripper's vagina. And you bet your sweet ass, if I was in that scenario, I'd do it again.
Okay. I was about to say yikes.
No, I'm not like a freaky porn.
4K. Nah, bro, we had like a kind of debate about that amongst the football team for a minute. Because everyone, like, half people was like, you gotta eat the cherry. And the other half was like, why would you eat the cherry? And I was like,
I was like,
fuck. I was drunk. The cherry looked good. It tasted good. She was bad. I'd do it again.
That's what you said, and I'll do it again.
I'd do it again.
I'm going to have to add that video to this. This little Naim, I think he had something in his hand, and he just like turned out and he says, and I'll do it again. This nigga was for sure that he would eat another cherry out the ass. How nasty.
How do you defend that for so long? You know, it's like I gotta just let people know up front right now. Like, hey, before you even ask me if I regret it, I do not. Okay. So, me and my girlfriend, we was asking each other this question. What would you do if your significant other at the time, let's say y'all was just like out about, and they dropped y'all off somewhere, right? Like, so you go to like the grocery store, you like get all your groceries and stuff. You come back and there's like a big dent in the front of your car. You ask them about it and they're like, I hit someone, and they're still in the street.
Why you bring this car to get me?
Huh?
Why did you bring this car to get me?
Because they so shook. They didn't know what to do. It happened. They're like, they freeze. They just come back to get you.
I'm gonna be like, I will meet you at the house. Let me call myself a lift. Don't take the car to the house though. You stash the car somewhere and you meet me at home. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Shit. I don't want to know.
You're not going to help out?
Help with what? You left the body. What can I do now? If you put the body in the trunk and took it with you, then maybe we'll have something to work with.
In this scenario, it was like it was like an empty parking lot. It's like kind of late at night, so there's like no one around. So the body could still be, salvaged if need be.
Well, we can do a little probe and see. No, I don't want no part unless you got the body with you. If you left the body there, you already fucked up. So I can't help you. There is nothing I can do for you. If you brought the body with you, then we can work shit out. Like, let's stash it, get rid of the car, all of that. But if you left the body, that's your situation, baby. I'll meet you at home. I still got the groceries. Once you finish digging your grave, putting them in there, getting rid of the car, you're going to be hungry. I got you.
They said, I am good for a nice meal after that. Sam, what you doing, bro? Your girl, she comes up, she's all rattled. You see the dent. You're like, what happened? She's like, I hit the body's still there.
Like, still out there?
Like, where she hit them. And they're done. They're done.
They're done?
Body, yeah. They're like, they didn't make it.
Shit. I don't know. I would say fuck. Where'd you park? Let's park a little bit further down the road. You feel me? Let's clean up a little bit of the blood. Call 911. Let them know, yo, this tree fell down, right? And this person just died. Like, oh my goodness.
That's smart.
But then you gotta make the tree fall. So you can't do a clean cut. It has to be a natural, like, tear. That's too much work. No, you have to figure that on your own because if I didn't.
This other car, yo, oh my goodness, we just witnessed a hit and run.
There has been a lot of hit and runs in Columbus, actually. Like, these motherfuckers don't be playing no games. So,
right.
As long as if you lead a body, I don't know nothing. I can't be an accessory. I'm not helping you. It's also helping you because I don't know shit. And when the police get here, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was at the grocery store, running camera. Damn, not gonna try to be a hero.
There's a chance that the police never come in the first place.
Then that means on the shit.
Yeah.
That's just the body. Hey, I can't help you unless you bring the body to us. And even then, like, what would you do, Naim?
So I think that when I answer this question, I'm not gonna lie, Sam kind of had a good idea of just calling the police and being like, "We just saw a hit and run," and like making sure that you guys get the car right, and then like, hope for the best. But what I was saying I was gonna do beforehand was I was like, if you left it and it's like a parking lot and no one saw it, I think I would be like, my girlfriend was like, I think we're gonna get caught if that happens. But I was like, just leave the body, come home, we'll clean the car up, and we will worry about that if it shows up. Like, we just will not deal with it right now. Wait until something happens. And she was saying that she couldn't, like, she would be tore up by the grief. And I was like, I don't think I would because I didn't do it. You did that shit. I'm fine. I'm sleeping good tonight,
See, my only issue calling it in is when you call the police station, they have your number. They have all of your information, even though they ask you for your name and shit. They already got your information. Like they can recall you back, and they will recall you back. Like, so you saw this hit and run. Why didn't you say I went for the police? You called it in. Like they're gonna expect more shit, and now you in hot water because they come into your house and they see the fucking dent in your car. Baby, don't call nobody. You let somebody else call it. Let somebody else find his body or not find his body. Let me get you some acid so you can go and put this body in the wood, put it in some tarp, put the acid over the body, let it go ahead and deteriorate, eat the body up. Take everything before you put the acid on. Take everything off of that person that could lead them back to it, and get their teeth. Come on, now.
They done did this before because they know what.
I was about to say, that sounds highly scripted. My word.
And they had a serial killers class at Mount. I took that. Listen, these are not things that I have done. These are things that I know. If you need any tips on disposing of the body, they did not come from me. I don't know where you got all this information from, but that stuff let me stop because I'm giving too much away. I don't know how to hide the body. If it happened, I'm calling the police on you. This motherfucker, he can hit me. If you have it in you enough body, you can murder me. I had to take that back, especially if I'm in my 20s. Shit, this was short-term relationship anyway.
They fight. You was like, yeah, this shit not gonna last. I'm just gonna cut my losses on this one.
Oh yeah, leave me at the
He
stove.
did it.
Y'all have been literally the funniest folks that I've had on yet thus far. So I am very excited to edit this video. I thank y'all for even considering doing it. Do y'all have any final things to say?
I ain't got nothing other than this has been freaking hilarious. I missed you guys.
It really has. We miss you too, Naim. Sam, you got anything? Any little shout out?
No, it's been loads of fun. You know, I'm glad to see everybody in good spirits. Just to see beautiful Black people on the week of Juneteenth. You feel me? Happy Juneteenth to all those.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Black Lives Matter, of course. Live your life. You feel me? Fuck you, Regina Lombardo. But other than that, yeah, that's it.
He had a special fucking shout out. I cannot. Okay, so it was nice having y'all on. This has been one of my funnier videos.
And if you run out of people, hit us back up. I'm down to come back on. This was fun.